they are actually buried upside down because they lie a lot.
In Ghana too, you are not allowed to advertise.
What's one thing you think the laws could never prepare you for?
Quite competitive because now we have a lot of people being called to the bar.
Most people think being a lawyer means just being in the courtroom, winning arguments, and going home very rich. But in reality, it's nothing of that sort. Before filming, my guest actually told me something very interesting. She said many people think lawyers are liars. Many people think lawyers can be a good Christian, a good husband, a good wife, a good mother, and a good father, and also be a good lawyer. But stay tuned, and you are actually going to listen to the very truth of it all. The name still remains Ike Kalio, and I'm your host for today. Joining us is
Edith Esiododam.
okay. Hello, Edith.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. Could you please tell us about yourself?
I'm Edith. The name is still Edith. I'm a lawyer, still very young at the bar, just 4 years. And I'm introverted. You would always find me in the house if I'm not at work or I'm not at church.
Could you tell us about your educational background?
So, I'll start from SHS.
Okay.
I attended St. Louis SHS here in Kumasi. Then I moved on to Gempa, where I studied law, did the LLB. And then I went to the law school. And
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
All right. Now you made mention that you're an old student of Louis. It means you're actually the wives of my rivals. I attended Prempeh College.
Oh, I see. That's
Anyway,
interesting.
anyway, has it always been your dream to be a lawyer? What actually motivated you to be a lawyer?
It has, and my motivation came from my parents.
Okay.
And I think growing up, they kept on telling me they want me to be a lawyer. And then I also saw other lawyers had the desire for it. And I knew I could do it if I put my mind to it. So that's it.
Okay. Okay. So getting into being a lawyer, could you tell us about the role of being a lawyer?
As a lawyer, you are given advice to clients who come before you.
Okay.
You are doing a lot of research work because before you stand in court, you should have researched, you should have read. You are drafting processes, contracts. You are doing negotiations because sometimes when a client comes before you, you don't just get up and go to court. You can actually listen to the other side and then negotiate. So you are doing negotiations. You are doing so many things. It's not only about you get up, go to court and come back. No, there are other things.
Okay. When you say negotiations, is it that you negotiate with the opposition?
Sometimes.
Okay.
So let me give an example. Say you come to me
Okay.
that somebody owes you money and you want us to go to court. I can decide that before we go to court, I'll speak to you. If you agree, let's talk to the person who owes you money.
Okay.
And then see if the person will be willing to pay. And if the person pays, we don't go to court.
Okay.
At times too, it is maybe a contract between you and another person. You want to sell your land or house. We would help with the negotiation process for you. So
okay, so yes. So that brings me to that question. It means looking at what you're saying right now, it tells me that it's not just about courts. It's not just about winning cases in courts, but there are other areas as well. Could you help me with the other areas?
So we have litigation, that is the going to court.
Okay.
That's it, litigation. We have due diligence, where you are looking at what is best for your client. Say your client wants to sell something or buy something. You are, especially with buying,
Okay.
you are doing your due diligence to ensure that whatever that the person is buying will not bring issues to the person. We have the commercial side where you are advising corporate clients and so on. So it's not just litigation. We also have land
Okay.
where you are looking at land matters. There's real estate, those who sell, and as a lawyer, you can be the one to draft the agreement for the buying and selling of these real estates. Yeah. And Ghana has not gotten to the point where we have diversified practice.
Okay.
But we are getting there.
Okay.
We are getting there. So little by little, you have now people branching into the government space where they are advising governments in their contracts, power agreements, and all those things. So it's not only about going to court.
Oh, okay. Okay. So are there types of lawyers? Per what you're saying, do we have different types of lawyers, or is just lawyers that probably one lawyer can actually do all these things, or we have, let's say, a particular type of lawyer, maybe specialties or something like that?
We all learn the same things in school. We all learn. But when you come out, then you can decide to specialize.
Okay.
Sometimes the place where you are, the firm that you work to, if they have compartment or department, then maybe they will put you to corporate and commercial side, where all you do or most of the things that you do is corporate and commercial. Maybe they'll push you to dispute resolution, where you are negotiating, mediating, so that you don't go to court. So we all learn the same things, but as to the specialty, it is when you come out, then you decide where you would stay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what qualifies you to be a lawyer? How do you get to become a lawyer?
First is education,
Okay.
which we all know. So we go to do LLB, the degree course.
Okay.
Then you go to the Ghana School of Law to get your practicing certificate
Okay.
for 2 years. And after that, once you are called to the bar, you are a lawyer. That's it.
Oh, okay. And what gets you to being called to the bar? Is it right after your certificate, or?
Once you pass all your exams and the board thinks you are worthy to be a lawyer, because you can pass all your exams and they will say you don't have a high moral integrity,
Okay.
so they won't call you. But once you pass your exams and then they think you don't have anything that holds you back, you can be called to the bar.
Oh, okay. You made mention that you need to have a degree as in LLB.
Yes.
Then you go to the School of Law, and then you become a lawyer. Let's say for instance, I studied actuarial science in the university. I didn't do law. Can I still further to become a lawyer?
You can, but you'd still have to go back to get the degree in law before going to the law school.
And that degree is about 4 years.
4 years or 3 years, depending on the school.
On the school, okay. So I would have to forgo the whole 4 years I actually spent in the university, and then I'll go back to study LLB for 4 years or 3 years, and then the School of Law for I think 2 or 3 years. 2 years. Wow. Okay. Okay. So you had if you think you would want to become a lawyer, it's still not late. Yes, it's still not late. You just have to go through the LLB process of, let's say, 3 to 4 years, and then go through the School of Law, and then you're good to go. So it's still not late for those who have actually not studied law whatsoever. So how competitive is the market now, the law market now for lawyers? How competitive is it?
It's quite competitive because now we have a lot of people being called to the bar, and most lawyers want to be in Accra and Kumasi. So when you get to these places, the Ashanti region, the Greater Accra region, it's a lot of competition because a lot of lawyers are there. Sometimes, if care is not taken, it's even a difficulty getting a place to work at. And for every lawyer, you need to work from a firm.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it has become very, very competitive. Even getting into law school is quite competitive. So you strive, get there, and then when you come out you need to do well to get a firm to work at. So it's become very competitive right from the onset, not just when you come out.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's delve into the practice itself. What happens, or how is the first approach like when a client actually walks to you? What's the general approach?
The general approach, say, if I'm in court and you meet me and you tell me you need a lawyer, I would ask you what it's for. Then maybe 5 minutes, I get a fair idea. Then I'll tell the client to come to the office and then let's speak further. If the client walks into the office as a first time that I'm now seeing you, I would ask what you are here for. Then you tell me. Some clients, when they come, just want to rant because they've heard something or someone has done something that's gotten them angry. So they come, talk. You calm them down, then they go. So it depends, but for every client, first you speak. So I get to know what you really want and then the best foot forward.
Let's say the client's situation conflicts with probably your moral grounds or conflicts with the law. How are you able to handle that kind of situation?
If it conflicts with the law, I would let you know. This is your situation, probably this is what you want, but it conflicts with the law. So let's look at another alternative. Then, if the alternatives, I'll put them before you. But the decision lies with you as to what you do. If you still want to go on with something that conflicts with the law, I can't help you with that.
Okay.
If you conflict with my morals, I'll let you know that this thing, it's something that I can't do for personal reasons. Then I'll probably direct you to another lawyer who I think can help you.
Okay.
So that's how
Okay.
we go about it.
Okay. And what advice would you give Ghanaians or my audience to avoid disputes?
First of all, get a lawyer
Okay.
to advise you. There are so many things that people do and they don't think through it. They just do it. But then eventually you realize that it has brought issues and now they are running to lawyers looking for solutions. But if you had a lawyer to advise you right from the beginning, you wouldn't have even gotten into that situation. So I once met someone who was going into an agreement and he showed it to me. I saw so many things wrong with the agreement. So I told him, if you want me to work this well for you, come, let's discuss it. He didn't do it. And I know if he goes on to sign that agreement, eventually he would have so many issues.
Okay.
If care is not taken. So my first advice would be get a lawyer to advise you because there are things that you will gloss over. A lawyer will not gloss over. Even some little things with your own friends can lead to a whole other issue. So get a lawyer to advise you on a lot of things.
Okay. So if I get you well, it would mean that you don't necessarily need to have, let's say, a problem or an issue before you have a lawyer.
That's
A lawyer always has to be on standby, kind of.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. All right. So we are actually getting to the end of part one. And I think I really enjoyed this session. I've learned a lot. I think I've really learned a lot from this. But one more thing before we end this session. Why do people learn law or go through this stress of 4 years, 2 years, and wouldn't want to be practicing in court?
I've met a few people who want to be lawyers for the name.
Okay.
Yes, and some of these people are those who are already working, have things going for them. So they are established. And
Okay.
the law is, I prefer to call it a self actualization goal for them.
Okay.
So those people, they get, I'm a lawyer, but they are still in whatever work they were doing. Some also want the law degree, especially for those who are into their own businesses, so they can get to know the ins and the outs of
Out
the
of
laws governing the
yeah.
businesses. So it's not for them to go to court, but self actualization for a business and other things.
Okay. Okay. All right. My audience, I think you really learned a lot from this session. And in the part two of this session, trust me, you're going to learn a lot and even more. This is just the surface. So stay tuned. And in the part two, we are actually going to delve into more of this. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share to your friends, your partners, your parents. Everybody needs to be informed about every profession in Ghana and in the world as a whole. Stay tuned.